Hi everyone, my name is Rodica Bujarov and I'm working for Lacto Production, which is a French company. We produce milk replacers and dairy products for young animals. We have 20 years of experience in this field. Today, together with my colleague Philip Grillo, are going to show you the importance of using inactivated yeast in the product Lactolac 35, which is a milk replacer for calves. The trial was carried out in the Research and Development Center of Lacto Production, which is a cooperation between our company and the local farm. In the first part, I'm going to introduce to you the objective and methods used for this study. In a view to have consistent results for this study, we have done a growth monitoring of two groups of 20 heifers each. The first group is fed with Lactolac 35. The second group is fed with the same product, but it is additionally supplemented with 2.5% of inactivated yeast. As already mentioned, the product used in this study for feeding the heifers is the Lactolac 35. This is a milk replacer based on 35% of skimmed milk powder. The other ingredients that we will find in its composition are the whey powder, the vegetable oil, the wet gluten, lactose, wet starch, delactosed whey, and maltodextrins. The Lactolac 35 contains 22% of protein and 21% of fat, and it has 5% of humidity and 8% of ashes. Inactivated yeast. This is the key feature which is making the difference in our study because it was added in the Lactolac 35. The inactivated yeast that we used is called Fisa LSC, which is produced by our sister company called Fisan. Fisa LSC has a powder form and it is a 100% Saccharomyces cerevisiae bakery yeast complex. It contains B vitamin, microbial proteins, peptides, nucleotides, beta-glucans, and mammalian oligosaccharides. The main benefits of inactivated yeast are: it optimizes zootechnical performances, it provides high availability of micronutrients for the microflora, which means better digestive efficiency. It fully optimizes growth index. It gives better sanitary protection of animals. Both groups that we have taken for this study are statistically homogeneous and have approximately the same birth weight. We call them control group and test group. Control group corresponds to the group fed with Lactolac 35 only. Test group corresponds to the group fed with Lactolac 35 where we added 2.5% inactivated yeast. In order to have precise results, we have taken into account three monitoring points. First one is the hydration of fecal scores. The second one is growth. And the third one is individual ingestion of milk replacer from birth to the weaning. In order to estimate the hydration of the heifers, we use the method of criteria of Walker, which consists in 90 degrees torsion of the skin in the middle of the thorax, between the 6th and the 9th coast. This method is applied from 0 to 90 days, 6 times a week. The score levels of hydration are from 0 to 3. 0 means normal hydration. 1 means mild dehydration, 2 means moderate dehydration, and 3 shows severe dehydration. For determining the diarrhea level, we analyzed the feces consistency from 0 to 90 days, 6 times a week, by using the method criteria of Walker. The score levels for analyzing the diarrhea is from 0 to 3. 0 means normal feces, 1 doughy feces, 2 means semi-liquid feces, and 3 entirely liquid feces. This was the first part of our presentation. I will let my colleague Philippe Grillo to show you which are the results of the trial.
Thank you, Rodica, for this first part. Now we will see the results of this trial. In a period usually named the immunity gap, the test group had higher fecal scores in the early days, which have disappeared soon. As per the diarrheal period, calves from the control group experienced a shorter diarrheal period compared with the group fed with inactivated yeast. We also noticed benefits on hydration among the group fed with inactivated yeast, with a hydration period twice shorter than the other group. Finally, weight is an important indicator of benefits from inactivated yeast. Here as well, the test group had better results with a higher weight of 5 kg more than the control group. This graphic illustrates clearly the difference in weight gain. In the first phase, there is almost no difference between the two groups. Then, at 36 days, the control group had a slower weight gain, whereas the test group kept increasing. Finally, the gap between the two groups remained visible until day 90. The test group had a higher weight gain than the other one, who have never been able to catch up. In terms of feed quantity, the group fed with inactivated yeast drank more milk, which had a positive impact on their weight. On the 4 items detailed in this chart, the test group had higher figures. Higher feed consumption has impacting meaningfully the live weight gain, plus 4.38 kg at day 75. We noticed that the daily weight gain is higher for the group fed with inactivated yeast than the other one. To sum up, let's have a look at the consumption index, which is higher for the test group. We remind that consumption index measures the feeding efficiency. Feeding efficiency impacts on digestibility and growth. With a difference of 3 kg of feed consumed by the test group versus the control group, the test group fed with inactivated yeast has gained 4.5 kg more than the other one. The benefits of yeast are significant. As we have seen all along the presentation, benefits of inactivated yeast in milk replacers for calves are various. Higher weight at weaning, reduced dehydration, and reduction of use of medicine and rehydrating agents. To conclude this presentation, we can say that the use of milk replacer supplemented with inactivated yeast brings a growth improvement and reduces heifers' dehydration during their 3 first months of life. Here ends our presentation about benefits of yeast Fison LSC. For further information about lactoproduction milk replacers and Fison yeast, please contact us at the indicated email address. We will be glad to provide you all details. Thank you for your attention.